weekly reading, and I hope this message finds you well. I'm going to do a you versus them reading, and so, think about somebody who is really on your radar right now, somebody who you want to know about, your person of interest. We'll see if we can get some cards on them, but, sometimes Spirit wants to talk about somebody else, so we'll see who pops up. Okay, we'll see what we can get. But I want to first, look at the energy between the two of you and just get an overall read of your energy versus theirs. And you're coming up as the Strength card. It's kind of like a Leo energy, where you're coming across really confident and maybe even bold. But there might be an aspect of you that is resisting something, showing some kind of restraint against maybe commitment or intimacy sometimes. And with the Destiny card, well, for them, their energy is Wheel of Fortune. Like, things are really going favorably for them. They've had a lot of fated energies that have things that have turned in their favor. They might be going through some cycles or patterns right now, but overall it looks really good and it looks fated. So let's see with the cards how the two of you are thinking and feeling, and let's see what the obstacle is and the advice for Cancer. And at the foundation, you've got 6 of coins. So there's this energy here of give and take in relationships, somebody being generous. And the coins are about money and values, and property and possessions and worth, things of worth, maybe even self-worth, okay? But it's about the give and take in a relationship, somebody being charitable. Well, what you're thinking right now, 9 of coins in reverse. In the upright, I'd say this is a fantastic card because it's about somebody who's self-sufficient and has abundance, has more than enough to support herself and to give others. But in the reverse, we're really looking at an energy of somebody who they either have the appearance of success and they're not really successful, or they have misunderstood success. What they think is successful, they achieved it, but then they realize once they get there, they're like, oh, actually, I'm not happy. Like, I worked my ass off to get this, promotion or this high status job or this really nice house and car, but I don't actually feel good about my life. My quality of life is trash, There might be money stepbacks that you have your mind on right now, and some of you might be engaged in workaholism. Another expression of this is jealousy. There might be some jealousy that's on your mind right now, okay? They're thinking about progress. With the 8 of Wands, they might even be looking at long distance travel, lots of communications, forward movement, quick things speeding up. They want things to speed up in their life. They want things to start moving forward in their life. What you're feeling is, this is a card of defensiveness, resistance again, which I kind of got with that Strength card, where you're pushing back on something and you're not wanting to open up to something. You might not want people's attention or interest. It's kind of like, see, I got that there and there. So it's like, I don't really see that you're isolating. I don't see any cards indicating that. It's just like when you are engaging with people, I don't see you really opening up to them fully, okay? What they're feeling is, wow, the World card, closure, like this is over with. And I think that they feel that they ended a major chapter in their life successfully. They feel like, and both of these cards are about long distance travel too. So something about movement, actual movement and travel might be relevant to this person. They might be a fixed sign, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, or Scorpio, okay, is what I'm seeing here in this card, the fixed signs. They're actually looking pretty good, all right? Well, what is the obstacle here? With the Page of Swords in reverse, could be a child or someone younger than you that is maybe an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But generally, you know, regardless of whether or not represents a person in your life, it represents the energy in reverse of somebody who breaks promises. They lie, they gossip, they exaggerate, they manipulate, they use words in a very unethical way, and that's been the obstacle. The advice, Knight of Coins, which is a very slow and steady, methodical, practical, grounded way of proceeding forward. Some of you right now, you need to focus on improving your finances. Maybe getting a job, getting a promotion, getting a new car or a new home. But again, not coming from this in reverse type of energy where you think that, well, once I have the big house and the fancy car and the fancy job title, I will have arrived and I will have the respect and everything will be wonderful, you know, and I don't have to work for, you know, like I'm not going to have any difficulties in life that I have to work through, you know, like that's not going to be reality. There's always going to be some kind of adversity, all right? So I feel like it's kind of it's a advice that is coming with caution that I'm seeing here is like, yeah, work on your money and work on getting progress financially, but don't get crazy with it. Don't think that just because you have arrived at some place financially that everything's going to be easy for you after that, because that doesn't really, some of you, I don't know why I'm being led to tell you, like, you need to think on what real success is, okay? Because I feel some of you, with this in reverse, you have misunderstood success, and a lot of us do. It's not necessarily throwing shade at Cancer. It's just, you know, when you're conditioned with all this programming in public school and on the TV that's telling you that you're a successful person if you wear these clothes and, you know, have this kind of job and have these type of possessions, and then if you don't have those things, you're a loser or whatever, then, you know, you start not working on the things, or you stop working on the things that actually do make you a success in life, which is what? The things that cannot be bought. Love. All right. So there's this issue of generosity going on. What are you giving to, and what's giving to you, and, you know, what are you going to give yourself to in this new year? I'm sensing. Honestly, this person looks like they're doing wonderful, whoever this person is. My God, they've got the Wheel of Fortune, they've got the Eight of Wands, they've got the World card. I mean, could you ask for anything better, whoever this person is? You, on the other hand, what's going on here? You're resisting. And you've misunderstood something in terms of success. And your finances might be upside down because of it. You might be in need of charity. But there's been some kind of dishonesty here. Somebody's not been very ethical with their speech. They might not have outright lied, but they may be misled. They left information out that was key. And that was not a very solid thing to do. And the advice from now on is better be solid and practical and make sure-footed decisions. What is this Knight of Pentacles in reverse about for Cancer? What is this Knight of Pentacles about for Cancer? Well, that's King of Pentacles. And that's about your abundance. That is about being trustworthy and having stability and security, which is necessary for abundance. You know, I mean, you could steal, I don't know, you could do a massive, you know, bank robbery and steal a cool million, which on the surface looks like, woo, look at me, I'm a success, I have abundance because I robbed a bank, you know. But I mean, if you just end up in jail or you live your life in hiding, I mean, how abundant is that? You can't even fully enjoy the money you stole because you didn't earn it. What's easily gained can be easily lost. And King of Pentacles doesn't play that. King of Pentacles does not play that kind of game. He makes sure that everything's solid and checks out. That his books are correct. That there's integrity in all of his... like, he's a good steward of his kingdom, all right? He takes care of everything. If this was a King of Pentacles in reverse, then I'd say, yeah, this is somebody who's greedy, lying, whatever, but... I think you need to think on these things of what is really going to make you abundant. You might now be thinking about what is really going to make me abundant, because I think somebody missed the boat on what it, like they maybe thought what they thought they knew and now they realize they don't. Okay. Let's see what this other person, what is this Eight of Rods for this other person? Eight of Rods or Wands. Show me. It's a lot is what I'm getting. It's a lot. Well, this person, you know, I think there was some, you have some history with this individual. Might have been the breakup of a family, and they might have really been clinging to the past, or they might be still dealing with the repercussions of the past. But they do have the Ace of Cups here, which is lovely, showing that they are getting healed. They are getting a new beginning. And at this point, they're just going with the flow. I mean, yeah, there's some heaviness here, some regret, sorrow, and loss, but that's getting healed. And they might be getting a new love as well. So that's the progress they're getting in their lives. And if it's not like new love in their life, they're getting a spiritual renewal on these old, you know, wounds that they've had. So what is the Seven of Wands? Please show me what Cancer's feeling right now. What is Cancer feeling right now? Well, you got a lot of feelings and you're holding them back. See, I told you with that Strength card. Look at that. Look at that. You're resisting. You're holding back. You're restraining yourself. You're not letting your feelings out, okay? This is about timidity, being introverted, being reserved. You might be self-soothing right now, trying to comfort yourself, but feeling powerless in some sense. There's some kind of maybe power issue where you feel that if you were to actually get down there and engage with these people, that in some respect you would be weak against it or ineffective. This might be you against several people, okay? it's not just one person that you're resisting, it's several people are coming at you with sticks. And to get down there and try to negotiate or reason or talk to them, because this is like, there's some kind of conflicting energy between several people are not in agreement with you about something. And I don't think that you feel the strength of will or that you would even be effective in fighting. I'm hearing outnumbered. So for that reason, you are just keeping to yourself, self-soothing, and trying to like put yourself at ease and relieve yourself in some way of the stress of these people coming at you. That's rough. What is this about how they're feeling? That didn't want to go down. Well, jealous, suspicious, possessive, okay. So, and the resistant, all right. So I'm getting a vibe here that because you're not really opening up and showing your cards to people, they don't really know the full story with you. And actually, on the surface of things, it might look that you're doing better than them, right? Because he's on higher ground and all these people coming at him are on lower ground. He seems to be at an advantage. They seem to be at a disadvantage in terms of positioning. So they might be jealous if they feel like you have the upper hand, but they don't really understand that, yeah, maybe in some respect you do, but in other respects you don't, because you don't feel strong enough within yourself to get down at their level and battle with them. The only thing really saving you is your positioning, because if it weren't for that, you might be their lunch. I don't mean to be rude. I think the resistance, and see, that's coming up on their part too. They might also be resisting you, and that's how they're getting closure. And it might be the right thing for them to do is to resist, okay? And I'm seeing defensiveness on their side as well, that they're closed. I see both of y'all closed off, defensive. But this has got more of a rebellious tone to it, like, the hell I will. Okay, whereas yours is more of a, I'm not going to let them know how much this is really hurting me. They might also perceive your resistance as you're hiding something, and that what you're hiding is that you're doing better than them. But the cards are telling me actually they're doing better than you. I'm sorry. It is a general reading. It might be flipped and reversed. You know, we do have cross watchers here though that are probably going to say, yep, that's Cancer. But let's see what the obstacle is. And you know, it's a lack of integrity in speech. Somebody either doesn't tell the truth or they don't tell the whole truth, and I do believe it is on purpose. I don't think it's because they have poor communication skills. I think that they know exactly what they're doing. They make promises and then they can't keep them. Or they just don't. Okay. Let's see. What is this Page of Swords in reverse? All right. Oh yeah, secrets. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, this stuff always, it comes out so much for y'all. Y'all gotta hide stuff under that shell and protect it and keep it safe, and people feel betrayed by that, okay? This is a High Priestess card. And it is about, you know, that intuitive inner voice, that inner knowing. And I think that deep down, you know what this Page of Swords is about. You know exactly what it's about. And if you have secrets that you're harboring, and your speech has not been coming forth, right? Putting this in reverse where the secrets come out, well, maybe you need to come out with some secrets, okay? I don't know. I just heard too much damage done. Too much damage done. And I think that's a problem, that somebody knows. Somebody knows that they don't know everything, but they know what they don't know. It ain't good. It ain't good. All right. And I just heard enough with this schizophrenia. Okay, this is all the swords energy, this mental energy that I'm getting here with the obstacle and the advice. Enough, because somebody's almost got a schizophrenic. They go back and forth, and then they end up strung out between two, you know what, the past and the future, or the truth and the lies. I mean, like, pick a side, because really it's making you, or whoever's doing this lying, coming across schizophrenic. It's making you come across like you're confused, you're indecisive. And I'm going to tell you, if you're dealing with some options right now that you find unfavorable or unwanted, the advice is slow and steady is what's going to get you there. You've got to be practical. You've got to be methodical. You've got to be diligent. Yeah, it's boring, but it's solid. You want to fall off cliffs and stuff? Keep doing this. Being at odds with yourself. Should I tell the truth, or should I just tell part of the truth? Or how about if I polish up the truth and elaborate it and exaggerate it and make it more than it really is? Or how about if I leave things out so it doesn't sound as bad as it really is, you know? Cancer, I'm sorry, I've said this to y'all before, I'll say it again. This thing that y'all do sometimes by holding back information, because deep down you know it's going to hurt that person's feelings and make them uncomfortable, and you think that you're actually saving them, you're not. It's bringing this schizophrenic energy between you and this other person, because when you can't deal with a real problem, you can't get a real solution. And when you can't deal with the real problem, it's because you have, you know, people resort to lying and exaggerating and all of this stuff because they don't know how to cope with reality. Lying is a poor coping mechanism for someone who is unable to deal with reality. And I had a Capricorn who used to lie to me, not a Capricorn, a Cancer used to lie to me all the time. And I'm like, why do you do this? Well, I didn't want to hurt your feelings. And I've had Cancers come on my channel, and I'm calling them out in the card reading about this. And they're like, well, I just don't want to hurt their feelings. Well, you know, and then that's how you let yourself off the hook in lying to people. That's how you rationalize betraying trust in another person. This is not your message, it's the other person, so don't get mad at me. Somebody here's lying and got secrets, and I'm seeing it, okay? And if that's not you or the other person, then it's not your reading. You don't need to watch this anymore, okay? But whoever needs to hear this making believe that it's okay for you to lie to people so that they don't have to feel bad is really, let's get real, this is projection. You're doing this so that you don't have to feel uncomfortable with their uncomfortable feelings, because you know y'all are empathic. You feel it when another person is hurt by the truth. And you don't want to feel the hurt, so what do? You keep hiding it. You keep exaggerating or manipulating or evading or outright lying. Stop the schizophrenia. Drop it. Make a decision that is solid and based on the substance of the matter, the truth. The foundation here, this is about soul unions. Oh, it could be about love, it could be about friends, family, whoever you have an emotional connection with. Have some compassion. Put yourself in their shoes and connect with people who are doing that as well. I mean, yes, this is a feeling of empathy and sympathy, but maybe at times you get overwhelmed with all these feelings. You're soaking up around you everybody else's energy like a sponge, and it just overwhelms you. And maybe there are fears of being outcasted and alone if you say or do the wrong thing and upset people. So you end up kind of fudging the facts, so you don't get rejected or denied or delayed or whatever. But it just comes off looking like, you know, schizophrenic. Is this person coming or going? What's the truth? And whatever success you might get off of this strategy is fleeting, because there's not really substance to it. If there's no trust, if there's no security. Watch with the give and take in these relationships. Somebody might be demanding that you're giving more to them. And that's going to be necessary in order for you to come out of the poorhouse. If your finances have been in the crapper, you're going to have to come up with a new way of seeing things, a way that is not harboring mistrust in relationships. There needs to be a regeneration, a renewal of relationships where trust has been broken down and a sense of security has been betrayed. And that's not going to be easy, because there's a lot of people who just, once they're lied to, it's just over with. And I don't know how long this has been going on, because I didn't pull any cards on that. But the scales are going to have to balance out, and there's got to be security and stability and trust brought in to move you forward. And I'm really seeing that as key to your progress. I hope I've said something here that has helped you and blessed you. And yeah, if you want to get the monthly reading for January, it's over on Etsy for $3.99. Those of you who've already seen it, thank you so much for your support. I greatly appreciate it. And I hope that you have a wonderful week. And stay tuned for Friday, because on Friday, by the way, I've got a special video coming out on how to do your human design chart. And this is free. This is free stuff. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do it yourself. And it's something I started learning last year about this time. And I wish I had done more of it in 2020, but I, got off track and got onto other things. And I'm going to get back on track in 2021. And I'm sharing with you what I'm doing for myself to learn about my own human design chart. And I'm going to help you find out your own unique human design chart. That might give you some more wisdom keys as well to, getting that progress I know you're looking for. So make sure that you're subscribed and that you've activated the bell for notifications if you want to get that. You want to be notified when it's released. All right, till next time, y'all have a wonderful, blessed week.